Hello, thank you for joining me for your daily tarot. So today I'm looking at what is going on for October the 20th and the 21st. As always, these reads are general, so only take what resonates for you. I'm sorry if you notice I'm a little bit shaky. As you can tell by my accent, I am in the UK, and I'm just a little bit concerned about a few things that are going on. Digital ID bullshit. Basically, we're all about to be doxxed by our own government, and it's quite worrisome. So I'm a little bit on edge because of that. It's not going to affect your reading, though. I will still get through it all. I'm just a little bit shaky, and yeah, it's not nice. It's not pleasant. If anyone here knows a little bit about my past, a little bit about my history, there's very valid reasons why I don't show my face on camera and stuff like that. Because, you know, I've had issues in the past, and now it's like, fucking hell, your own government is wanting to dox you all. So what can you do, right? What can you do? Anyway, here we go. Right, so energies. Two-faced, not a great start. And attention seeker. Oh dear. Oh dear. Pretends in order to lead others on. Untrustworthy, insincere, someone playing a game with others' emotions and stringing others along with this two-faced energy. That's a frenemy. Right? Be careful who you're speaking to at the moment. Be careful who you trust. It's not to make any of you paranoid or anything like that. Okay, I'm not in the game of selling fear. I keep things real on this channel. Somebody here who is watching this reading is dealing with a two-faced individual who is also an attention seeker. Seeks too much attention from partner or from others, pushes their needs to be met while ignoring others, and forgets important dates, yada yada yada, forgets birthdays, takes offense if you were to forget theirs, type thing. Okay, very, very selfish individual. Selfish, single-minded, the only thing that they care about is themselves, and third party. Okay, secret affairs and rendezvous, cheating, secret emotions, multiple partners, secretly involved with others and refusing to choose. Wants lots of attention, doesn't care what type of attention they get. The more the better, basically. Why is this in your energy? I'm unsure of that right now. I'll find out more in a minute. And then you've got beyond repair. Tries to fix a broken relationship. Blind faith. Refuses to see the truth. I can't read. Irrecoverable? Sorry, guys. My brain and my mouth at the moment, because I'm a little bit shaken. They're not quite on the same track as each other, so you will have to forgive me for that, okay? I'll get over it. I get nervous about shit that's not even happened yet, for very valid reasons, basically. Damage, but refuses to move on. So basically, this energy that's cropping up around you, clearly there's a damaged or a broken relationship, okay? Clearly this is somebody that you don't speak to anymore, someone that you don't have anything to do with. That particular relationship or connection, situationship, if you will, is beyond repair, okay? They are kicking around in your energy some way, somehow, wanting your attention. Okay, let's get the tarot out on this one, and we will see. We'll see what the tarot says to this one. So, can you describe this individual for our collective, please? I'm going to get a coffee in a minute, I think, after this reading. What's this two-faced energy? Can you describe this individual? Hierophant. Could be a Taurus. It doesn't have to be, right? I'm not feeling that energy so much. With the Hierophant coming out, it kind of feels to me like this person is of the belief that you owe them something. Okay, that's just the vibe that I'm getting off of this. You owe them. You need to show loyalty to them for whatever reason. Like, it's insane. Okay, whoever this person is, they are fucking insane. The Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Who are they? Again, that can be two-faced as well. It's multitasking, back and forth, back and forth. Kind of feels like a never-ending loop with this individual. It's like you get away from them, and then they find a way to try and come back in, or to successfully come back in. Like it's a never-ending loop. And the weird thing is, right? Here's the thing, I don't class myself as a psychic by any stretch of the imagination. I've always considered myself as being someone who is just sensitive to energies, basically, right? Intuitive, call it what you will, right? And the weird thing is, right before I started doing this reading, I received information, right? Which I'm not going to say it again, just in case it gets flagged, because this is going on YouTube, and it shook me. Now I'm under the impression that that's happened for a reason, okay? Because that is part of this reading, right? So I mean, you can see I'm really shaky. So that kind of shakiness, it is appropriate for what's actually coming out of this tarot read. So whether it doesn't really matter what country you're in, I suppose, the energy is still relevant, okay? Because clearly this is an energy of a person who is coming back in. You don't want them around you, like, at all. This is a dangerous energy, okay? It is a dangerous energy, a dangerous person. You don't want them around you. And they're finding a way of coming back round again, of coming through, because they're in your energy. And I don't believe in coincidences, right? What literally just happened 5 minutes before I started doing this reading, the information that I got, that was not a coincidence, not by a long shot. It's part of this read. It's part of this energy. So this, if you're resonating with this person has the effect on you that they terrify you. Like, the thought of them coming back in, finding out where you are, terrifies you. And quite rightly so. High Priestess. They consider themselves as special. Because if you recall, I'm still clarifying, well, who is this person? They consider themselves as being someone special. It could be a Taurus, a Capricorn, a Pisces, or a Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be. You could be those signs. But you don't have to be. It makes me feel sick. It makes me feel, honestly, physically ill. Can you tell us more about this High Priestess and the Page of Wands as a description for this individual, please? It's somebody who's never grown up. What's this High Priestess? Nine of Pentacles, yeah. They have got themselves on a pedestal. Okay, this two-faced individual, they've got themselves on a pedestal. Oh, well, why wouldn't they want to speak to me? Oh, well, why wouldn't they? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of getting the feeling here that they're so up themselves that they genuinely think that you'd be happy to hear from them. Yeah, King of Cups. This individual thinks that you still care for them. And if this is an ex, then they've convinced themselves that you're still sexually attracted to them, if that's an ex. What's this Page of Wands? Yeah, Eight of Cups, see? Walking away. Walking away, leaving them behind. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles coming out squiffy. It's not going to work. It didn't work then. It's not going to work now. It's just not going to work. Eight of Pentacles. However, there is comfort that's coming through here, okay? Because whatever they're trying, whatever they're attempting with this Page of Wands, and it feels cheeky as fuck, right? It's not going to work. Their plans on coming back through, connecting with you again, it's not going to work. What's this attention seeker? What's this attention seeking energy? What's going on here for this attention seeker? Queen of Wands. Okay, I'm under the impression, because it's mentioned important dates, there's some anniversary or birthday that's coming up soon for someone. That's when this individual's going to try and make contact with you. This person can't stand the thought of you getting attention from other people. And for those of you who've got a birthday or an anniversary or a significant and special milestone coming up soon, they are going to want your attention on them rather than you having your attention on your special date. Whatever that might be. They can't stand the thought of you being happy and being focused on something or someone else. That's why they're in your energy. Because if you recall, I asked, why the hell is this in your energy now? That's why. Because you've got a significant and important date or milestone that's rapidly approaching. That's exactly why. And there's a message here as well about the opportunity. Okay, because there's an Ace of Wands here, which is an opportunity that they never had before. So something or someone else has opened up that door of opportunity for them to come back in and communicate with you again, or try to communicate with you again. Something or someone. So if you're in the UK, like I am, I'm afraid to say it probably is because of these new forced changes that nobody wants, but is being forced upon us all. So yes, probably you will find yourself as being one of these. That I'm also concerned about being doxxed by our own GOVT, right? If you're across the seas, as it were, then it's likely going to be a two-faced friend of yours. Somebody that you're currently speaking to right now is feeding this other person information, and it's through them that their store of opportunity is being flung open for this person to deliberately try and take advantage of. Oh, what's this? They've got a birthday coming up. Oh, what's this? They've got a celebration coming up. Oh, what's this? They've got an engagement party, or they're getting married, or there's a christening or something. Oh, really? Oh, and they think that they're going to have a fun time there, do they? Well, we shall see about that, won't we? Yeah. Because someone else is feeding them this fucking information, that's why. That's exactly why. So again, take it as it resonates, and take it as it resonates pertaining to where you live. Okay? There's a lot of really awful shit going on at the moment. It's doing my head in. Knight of Pentacles. Be smart. Okay? Be observant. Be aware. Be aware of what's going on around you. Try not to absorb it. okay? And it's a lot easier said than done. It really, really is. So much easier said than done, because it's hard not to absorb what's going on. Yet somehow you're going to have to try and remain separate. Observant, yet don't absorb. Okay? That's also a very stoic energy. I love the Knight of Pentacles. I love the Knight of Pentacles because it's the right kind of stubborn. It really is the right kind of stubborn. It's very strong, very determined. I'm kind of getting the impression here that you are going to stubbornly plod along regardless, which again is the right kind of stubborn. And that's the right attitude to take. It genuinely is. Can you tell us more about this attention seeking? Yeah, strength. So I was right. Stay in integrity, okay? Stay in your integrity. Third party. So whoever this is, they're a prolific cheat. A prolific cheat. Their favorite tactic is triangulation. Can you tell us more about this third party energy, please? Wanting their cake and eating it. Yeah, the lovers. That's an ex. That's an ex that cheated on you, not just once, not just twice, not just 3 times, possibly more than that. Yeah, you'd have to be two-faced to be a cheat, wouldn't you? That checks out. That checks out. Can you tell us more? This third party with the lovers. So they're currently going behind their current partner's back in order to try and re-communicate with you. So they are trying to put you, once again, in the middle of a pile of steaming shit. Like I said, this person is insane. They are actually insane. Can you tell us more about this third party? Yeah, Ace of Cups. They've convinced themselves. Convinced themselves. Oh, they're still in love with me. I don't think so. I don't think so. Telling their current person, I love you, I think you're wonderful, I think you're handsome, or I think you're beautiful. And then coming at you and trying to string you the exact same lines, the exact same spiel. Can you tell us more? The lovers, the Ace of Cups and third party. Like, that speaks for itself. That's crazy to me. Like, why? Why do people do shit like this? I don't understand. Why? 7 of Pentacles reversed. The truth is, they don't want to put in the work. They don't want the responsibilities. That's parasite energy. That's someone who just wants to feed off of the success of others. It's someone who just wants to spend other people's money, who wants to live in other people's houses that they paid for, right? This person, whoever they are, they don't want to pay for anything. They don't want to contribute to anything. They want free food, free house, free drugs, whatever. Like, they just want everything put on a silver plate for them. They don't want to work towards anything. They genuinely believe that they should just get it, that they should just be given it. It's a user. In that context, third party, lovers, Ace of Cups and 7 of Pentacles reversed, that's a user. And they do say that nobody falls in love quicker than a fucking narcissist who needs a place to live. And it's right there. It's right there. Somebody who is resonating with this reading is likely going to be on the receiving end of an attempted, should we call it romantic break-in? Where this person that you've already dealt with before in the past declares their undying love for you while going behind the back of another person because they fancy a change. They fancy a change of scenery. They're wanting your money. They're wanting your food. They're wanting your heating. They're wanting to use your car. This is beyond repair. This is beyond repair. Tries to fix a broken relationship. Yeah, look, the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Tries to fix a broken connection, broken relationship. I tell you what, this person's words are as empty as their fucking head. I tell you that for nothing. This is Knight of Cups reversed. That's also somebody who doesn't give a shit who they hurt in the process of them getting what they want. Yeah, they're coming in. They're sending messages here. Because someone or something has opened up a fucking doorway that should never have been opened. And what's on the other side of that doorway? You. The very one that you've been trying to protect yourself from, that you likely had to hide away from for your own safety, your own protection. You did all the right things. That's why I was shown that information not 5 minutes before I started this reading. That's exactly why Spirit showed me that vital information. Because a doorway has been opened and it's through nothing that you've done wrong. It is just there. Circumstances outside of your control has opened up a doorway for this little fucker to either come back in or at least attempt to come back in. There's no mistake that I was shown that information. None. I do not believe in coincidences. That doorway should never, ever, ever have been opened. Ever. What can our collective do about this, please? What can our collective do about this, please? Honest messages. The Tower is they're saying at this stage it's unavoidable. It's a Tower. Like, what can you physically do about this? It's out of your hands. It's unavoidable at this stage. Because it's going to happen. Whether you've been doxed by your own GOVT, again, I need to be careful because this is a YouTube video, or this two-faced friend is feeding them information, it's already happened. It's already too late. This person's already on their way back in. That doorway has already been reopened. can't even. What else? Is there anything practical that our collective can do here, please? Even though that doorway's already been opened. The King of Pentacles. Okay. Keep protecting your own space, right? Take practical steps to protect your own space. For those with family, take practical steps to protect your family, protect your property, okay? If this means that you have to fork out extra finances to invest in additional cameras, security, alarms, stuff like that, then by all means do it. Okay, it's not going to be a waste of time. It's not going to be a waste of your money. You don't need to spend a fortune, right? What you do need to do is just put extra precautions in place. And your CCTV and alarms and whatnots, they're all very good practical steps, okay? Because I'm seeing that halo, there's like a... Can you see that sunbeam? The branching across the seat of that throne? That reminds me of like a 360 view that these cameras can give, right? It's like you can see everything. So that's where that message is coming from. They're saying here, with this King of Pentacles, because again, that's a very stoic energy, right? A King of Pentacles, whether that's a man or a woman, doesn't matter. It's someone who's very calm, even under pressure, very stoic, and they take action when they need to. Okay. So they're not so much preemptive like the King of Wands would be, per se, okay? But they are very planning, very thoughtful. Like, you've got another king coming out now. Two kings back to back. A King of Pentacles and a King of Cups. For practical steps that you could take. This one's very devoted, very emotionally mature and balanced, very intuitive, very compassionate, supportive, okay? They're saying here for you to trust in your feelings, okay? So take practical measures, practical steps to protect yourself and to remain emotionally, do you know what I mean? Like emotionally present, emotionally there, emotionally stable, right? So even though it's an incredibly concerning, worrying time, the fact that this doorway has been opened against your own wishes, in whatever capacity it's happened in, it was still against your own wishes. It's already too late. They're saying, don't freak out, right? And how hard is that not to freak out? Do you know what I mean? I'm sitting here right now, I'm fucking freaking out. Right? The Spirit's saying, don't freak out. Don't freak out. You can handle this. You can deal with this. Okay? Take those practical measured steps. Additional security. Okay? Because that's a very protective energy. And stay calm. Stay calm. And then the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So the Two of Wands is all about making decisions. It's planning for the future without fully knowing or understanding what might happen in the future. It's like you're kind of making plans, but you don't really know what it is that you're planning for, almost. Okay, so that's where you're going to have to trust in your intuition, in your gut instincts, okay? And you know what? If that means that you come across to others as being a little bit too paranoid or a little bit too preemptive or a little bit this, a little bit that, whatever, fuck it. Because in the grand scheme of things, what do other people's opinions really matter? They don't. Like, they really, really don't. So you're going to have to make these plans. And like I said, it's always better to be overly, I don't want to say overly paranoid, but do you know what? How do I put this? It's always better to be overly paranoid and then to be proved wrong later on down the line than to be nonplussed and non-concerned and not take any sort of precautionary measures and then get caught with your pants down, right? It's always better not to get caught with your pants down. Okay. Oh boy. So, let's have a look at a healing message for you. It's a really, really, really bizarre reading, but it is what it is. Oh, man. I think I need to go for a coffee and just a bit of a chill after this reading, because it's just one of those... Do you know what I mean? It's one of those intense reads. Okay, healing through challenge. Number 17. Let me get you the book. Right, healing through the challenge. Whether a physical illness or a financial issue or a repeated relationship pattern that causes you pain, it is possible to focus on healing that challenge through a spiritual perspective. Forgive yourself for having something to work through. Every human is here to grow and learn. In our most difficult challenges, there is a secret grace, a hidden gift that we can claim for ourselves as we heal. The challenge is not a punishment, but it's a pathway that you're capable of journeying to find a precious gift that is meant for you. Okay, so they're saying here that, yeah, everybody is here to grow and learn, but ultimately it's those who choose to take on that challenge of healing and growing and learning that ultimately find themselves doing far better in life than those who choose not to heal, grow and learn. Okay, everyone's also on their own journey, right? Apparently, throughout this difficult challenge, apparently there is a secret grace and a hidden gift that, I mean, I wish I knew what the fuck that was, because right now I'm struggling to see what that could be. I haven't a clue, right? So I'm just as lost and clueless as everybody else. It's like, okay, well, where's the silver lining then? I guess none of us get to find that out until later on down the line. So there it is. Heal through the challenge. Right, so let's see if we can uplift this energy a little bit. And I'll get you a couple of words of wisdom from the wonderful Swear Tarot, just for a bit of a laugh at the end of the read, because God knows we all need it right now, don't we? Right, so what else for our collective, please? What else for our collective? Oh, okay, so there's that one and that one. Oh, look. Oh, man. Look at that. Don't let anything scare the shit out of you. Face your fears and bad habits. And like literally, I came on here, I was shaking, terrified, worried, right? Some of you guys have been the same. And Spirit's saying, look, don't let this scare the shit out of you. Wealth is on its way, you lucky fucker. Not so damn fast. Patience, research and timing are required. And at the bottom of the deck, calm the fuck down and take a break. Yeah, I think I'm going to do just that. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that reading has been helpful, even though it was a bit of a strange one today. There's not really much I can do about that. Sometimes the messages are going to be a little bit weird. But it is what it is. And as long as I've read the energy and the cards as honestly as I'm able, then do you know what I mean? I've done my job. Whether it's good news, bad news, something in between. Right, I don't get to choose that. It just is what it is sometimes. But yeah, for personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.